What's going on, guys? We are here for another multi-million-dollar listing tour right here in a neighborhood called Hartness. It's one of our exclusive listings, and the address is 201 Rembert Street, Greenville. This home is over 4,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, and 2 half bathrooms. And that means that the master is downstairs and all the other bedrooms are en suites. So let's go take a look. So guys, right off the bat, one of the features that I really like about this house is that it's a corner lot. Not only that, but the amount of privacy and sitting areas that you have in this property is really too many to count. You also have a wrought iron fence for added privacy, but also as you move into here, you can see that you've got the archways here. This is one of the first of many different sitting areas on this property. What I like about this area is it's great for your morning coffee, but it's also big enough to entertain if you want to open these double doors as well. So first impressions when you walk into this house is that they've taken the stonework from the sidewalk and the front porch. They've also carried that into the foyer and out through the side porch that we'll talk about here in a minute. Now, what I really like about this house too is that it has its own wing for the master. It's also downstairs, and you also have a half bath that is set aside as well from the living space. So let's go take a look at the master. All right, so now we're in the master bedroom, again downstairs. I like that it's big enough for all of your furniture, yet not too big. Oftentimes when I go into multi-million-dollar listings, they feel like they have to make that master bedroom so massive and you kind of get lost in the space. You don't know what to do with it. And also, if you look at the ceiling, you also have inset speakers that are about 6 or 7 channels throughout the entire home. Now, as we move into the master bathroom, you have diamond cut penny tile. One of the coolest features in this property has to be the master shower. Not only do you have the tub inside the shower, which I think is really cool, but you also have a steam shower as well, body jets, and a rain can. Also, part of the reason you're paying this price tag is for the details. So if you look at these cabinets, which you'll find throughout the entire property, are going to be inset soft close cabinets. That takes a master carpenter to perfect to provide that luxury look. Now, aside from the double sinks, you also have this closet that is custom. Everything is a very clean look, put behind closet doors, and you can open up and get to anything you want, whether it's golf shirts, shoes, what have you. You have more than enough space for both parties. Now that we've checked out the master, let's go take a look at where you're gonna spend probably most of your time, the living room. All right, so guys, now we are in the living space. What I like about it is the open concept and the amount of entertaining space that you have. You have multiple seating areas, not only the living space, that's officially the living space, of course. You've got the dining room that's also not its own space. It's also open to the luxury kitchen as well. So you can have your spread there with all your food and still have more ample space for all of your guests, in addition to that side porch that we talked about before, and also featuring a massive oversized fireplace. If that's not luxury, I don't know what is. Now let's go take a look at this chef's kitchen. Before we get there though, I do want to talk about how this home was designed and the intentionality behind it. This home was truly designed for entertaining and also for you to be able to sit down on the couch and not have to lift a finger. You can turn on and off your oven by your phone. By your voice, you can turn on and off all the lights with Alexa. The blinds can also go up or down just with a click of a button, and you don't have to move. Now that we've made it to the luxury kitchen, I can't say enough about not only the 6-burner stove, you also have a tucked away, very sleek look for the microwave right behind here. Remember when I talked to you about the inset cabinetry? All of it is carried in through here in the kitchen as well, soft close, and they really thought about how this person was going to cook in this space. Now, there's more than enough counter space for my wife to be prepping what she's cooking inside, while I can also equally have enough space in here as well to prep for what I'm going to cook on the grill. I also like that it has a messy sink or your prep sink here. You also have a sink that overlooks the courtyard as well, and it's 3 times the size of what a normal sink would be, and it's really a commercial sink. So it's 3 times larger than any sink that I've personally seen, so it's ready for anything you're gonna throw at it. Now, moving towards the fridge, you can see that it's a Sub-Zero built-in fridge. It's not going anywhere, but it is also a commercial unit as well. Another thing that I like about this is that everything is tucked away and neat and clean. So whether it's your toaster or your toaster oven, it's tucked away, everything is clean, as a clean look. And then you also have the pantry that is tucked away with custom cabinetry, has more than enough space than anything you could probably think about putting in there. Now that we're done with the kitchen, let's finish out the first floor by showing you where the laundry room is, as well as a really cool desk area and half bathroom that's here as well for your guests. So you've got one at the front, one at the back. No matter where you're entertaining or if two people need to use the restroom at one time, you've got them covered without them having to go into your master bedroom. And you've got this really nice prep space, whether it's paying bills or even if your kids need to do homework that have their own quiet space, you've got that as well. And of course, you've got the laundry room here as well. You also have your sub panel here instead of it being in the garage or outside. And again, with the amount of storage space in here, as well as the sink. Now, before we go officially upstairs, there is a media room that is halfway up the stairs. So let's go take a look. This, guys, is the media room. So whether you want this to be a movie theater room or a golf simulator, it can accomplish both of those things because the ceiling height is so high. And whether you want a pool table, you name it, the kids' room, it can pretty much accomplish multiple things at one time. You also have two closet spaces behind you and the inset speakers that continue throughout the house. Again, you can use those at different channels. Downstairs can be playing something completely different, and this could be playing the movie you've got going on right now for the kids. Guys, now that we are officially upstairs, you've got this loft area. A feature that I like is it's got two barn doors on either side. So if you've got, let's say for Christmas, you have an overflow of guests and they need a space to stay, this can now turn into its own room as well. All right, let's go take a look at some of those ensuite bedrooms. Now, the first thing that I notice and feel is that this is an oversized hallway. You've got the sconces that give it that Four Seasons feel. You also have a full bathroom here that services this bedroom, but also can service that room that I was just talking about where you've got some overflow guests. They can also use this restroom as well. This is the first official bedroom upstairs, and this is a single owner of this home since it's been built. They do not use the upstairs. For case in point, the closet that's right behind you is used for all of the Christmas decor, and every single bedroom has custom closets as well for any kind of organizing you would need. The other two bedrooms are right back here. Another feature I wanted to talk about is it has central vac through the entire home as well that also goes out into the garage. Bedroom number two, before we get here, you've got extra storage again, thinking about the intentionality and how someone's going to use this home. This carpet is level 5 luxury carpet. It has a nice deep pad on it, but it's never used. So it's literally like brand new. You also have another bathroom, full bathroom, mind you, with awesome tile, which I definitely want you to take a look at. And then you've got the last bedroom, which I would never leave. So this is all the way at the end of the hallway. This to me is another master suite. So if I ever stayed here, I truly would never leave. I'd have to be kicked out because it has another full bathroom, amazing marble flooring and tile in there, but it's oversized. So it doesn't even feel like a regular bedroom. It truly does feel like an extra master. So guys, when you buy a almost $4 million house, I almost expect these rolled corners, barreled ceilings, and speakers in the ceiling as well. All right, something I just found by accident, and I'm gonna have to show you, I'm so sorry, is this shower has a push button, start and stop. That's awesome. And then last but not least, again, custom closets all the way through here, extra storage in case you didn't have enough, but also, good point here, I'm glad I opened this door, you also have blown in insulation. So it literally feels the same temperature in your attic as it does in your home. All right, so before we see the courtyard, I have to show you this 3-car garage. So for me, guys, not only do you have an extra fridge space here, you could fit 3 full-size trucks in here. You've got the finished flooring, enough room for a gym. You've got the custom cabinetry all the way across the entire 3-car garage as well. So anything you don't use on a daily basis could be put there. And you've got 2 different bay doors, the large one and the small one. They even have 2 golf carts and a motorcycle in here and still have enough room for a full-size car. All right, guys, now we finally made it out to the side porch, and something you need to know about Hartness is when you have a corner lot, you have 2 different facades that look like the front of your house. What I like about this house specifically is it's horseshoe shaped. So you have a lot more privacy than anyone else does, in my opinion, when you have a house like this on the corner. You've got the covered porch. You also have 3 privacy screens that can be controlled by remote, 2 seating areas, more than enough for 2 tables, and more really extended space for you to entertain if that's what you'd like to do. And after you spent the entire day at the pool, and let's say you want to do some s'mores, you also have this inset gas fire pit as well. Something to note as well, if you were to end up buying this house, it is sitting on and looking at the Grand Lawn, one of 2 of the Grand Lawns. And most of the events that are held in Hartness are held right out your front porch. You can walk out when the event is ready, and then you don't have a long walk back to your house. Now that we've talked about the house, the reason you buy a house like this in this kind of neighborhood is not just for the home, because the home is gorgeous. However, you're buying into the community. This is a mixed space neighborhood, which means that you've also got commercial use. We have 3 restaurants right now, more to come. We also have a hotel on site, and you also have over 480 acres of preserve that are also going to be boasting many different trails, whether you want to bike ride, hike, or even drive your golf cart on. Some other amenities that are in the neighborhood right now are a luxury style pool. We've actually got 2, one for the kids and one for the adults. It's also set up for a swim team at some point if that's what the neighborhood wants to do. You also have pickleball courts that are in the process of being built. You have a dog park. One of the features I like about the neighborhood specifically is that they have a place for camping, which is super cool. They also have a fire pit, places to eat, and also sit, and you can pitch your tent wherever you want to, and it's right by the creek. Some other notable things about the neighborhood is it has its own sports garden. Not only does it have a basketball court, it also has a playground, so if you've got kids or grandkids, that entire area is its own space. You also have bocce ball. It also has a croquet court. You could also choose to just throw the football or baseball on it. It's more than enough space. And on top of all of that, guys, this neighborhood is completely maintenance free, so you can come home and enjoy your house and not have to maintain it. So there you have it, guys. That is what just shy of $3.9 million buys you right here in Greenville, and specifically Hartness. If you guys want more information about this house, feel free to reach out to me directly, or have any comments below, feel free to reach out to us there as well. Now you can reach us at Delisle Properties across the board on all social media. We can also engage with you there. And also, if you'd like to email us, my email address is steven@delisleinc.com. My personal phone number as well is 864-506-3706. And remember, with Delisle Properties, luxury always comes standard.